If love is a choice, then I choose you every single day. No matter how many lifetimes we live, it will always be you, only you. It's not just the beautiful moments that make this love real. It's the hard ones too. The ones that test us, the ones that make us stronger, the ones where we hold on, even when everything else is trying to pull us apart. It's the times we hold each other, when words aren't enough, when silence speaks louder than anything we could ever say, and when your hand in mine whispers, "I'm here," louder than any promise ever could. In a world of endless possibilities, I would choose you again and again and again, 1,000 times over. With you, love isn't about perfection. It's about the quiet, unshakable certainty that no matter what, you are the one I want by my side, always. Even when the days feel long and dreams seem far away, I feel this choice in every sunrise, every heartbeat, every single breath. And even if life offered me every love in the world, I'd still find my way back to you.
A man who stays silent after being disrespected is the one you should truly fear. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It shows control, patience, and power. While others react in anger or frustration, he chooses to hold back, observing and thinking. He knows that words spoken in anger can be reckless, but silence allows him to plan his next move wisely. People who stay quiet aren't ignoring what happened. They don't need to prove anything with words, because their actions will speak louder when the time is right. They understand that respect isn't demanded, it's earned. And those who underestimate them often regret it. True strength is found in self-control. When someone doesn't react to disrespect, it means they're choosing their battles carefully. They're not afraid. They're simply waiting for the right moment. And when they do act, they do so with purpose and precision. So don't mistake silence for surrender. The quietest person in the room might just be the most powerful one. This is your moment, not when the path is easy, but when it's steep, uncertain, and daring. You were not built to shrink, to hide, or to surrender. Every challenge you face is a forge, hammering you into something unbreakable. History's greatest triumphs were born from relentless grit, not perfect conditions. You've fallen? Good. Now rise stronger. You've doubted? Good. Now push harder. The fire within you is louder than the fear around you. Think of the single mother working 3 jobs, the athlete training past exhaustion, the artist creating despite rejection. They don't wait for courage, they build it. So why not you? Success isn't a destination. It's the sweat, the grind, the refusal to quit. Every no is a step closer to yes. Every failure, data, fuel. Your story isn't written by luck, but by relentless action. The world needs your passion, your voice, your stubborn hope. Stop asking, "Am I ready?" Start declaring, "I will be ready." Fear will knock. Let determination answer. You have 86,400 seconds today. Use one to begin. Climb that mountain, not because it's easy, but because you can. Do you know the biggest reason why most people never reach their goals? Why they never become the person they want to be? It's fear. Fear of taking the next step. They're afraid they might fail, even though they haven't even taken the first step. They've already failed in their minds. They start thinking negatively about their next move, and that's what ruins their mindset. They make wrong negative decisions because they're thinking badly about themselves. There's a famous saying, "What you think, you will become." If you constantly think negatively about yourself, you'll end up losing, failing, and quitting. But what if you started thinking positively about your goals? What if you started manifesting the person you want to be and the life you want to achieve? It's powerful. If you believe you can be successful, then you will be successful. The problem is, most people don't know how to think positively about themselves or how to manifest their dreams. If you want to learn the secret to positive thinking and how to make it a habit, check out our ebook, The Power of Positive Thinking. It'll help you not only think more positively, but also transform your mindset and empower you to make better decisions. Stop living a negative, limiting life. Take control with the power of positive thinking.
Grab your book from the bio and start your transformation today.
Never ignore a person who loves you and cares for you, because one day you'll realize that you lost the moon while counting the stars, and that really hits. True love and genuine care are rare, and too often we take them for granted while chasing fleeting, superficial things. The person who stood by you, who made you feel valued and supported, might not always wait for you to realize their worth, and when they're gone, you'll feel the emptiness they leave behind. No amount of shallow connections can fill the void of losing someone who truly cared for you. Don't let temporary distractions blind you to what's real and meaningful. Learn to appreciate the people who pour love into your life, because once they're gone, the regret of losing them might be something you carry forever. Don't count stars when the moon has always been lighting your way. Cherish the rare, because it's irreplaceable. Just because she's always been there doesn't mean she'll always stay. Even the most loyal person who gives their heart and energy to make things work will eventually get tired. At some point, their patience will run out, no matter how much they love or care. When they feel ignored, unappreciated, or disrespected, it breaks something inside them. It's not anyone's job to raise their partner or teach them how to treat them right. It's exhausting to keep repeating the same things, only to be met with excuses or indifference. No one should have to beg for the love and respect they deserve. If you can't give them what they need, they're better off alone. And when they finally walk away, they won't look back. They'll realize their worth and find peace in choosing themselves over staying in a one-sided relationship. Loyalty is rare, but it's not unlimited. If you don't value them now, you'll regret it later. Pay attention when you meet a girl who's been through hell and back and still has a big heart. Treat her love with care. She'll transform you. She'll show you what real love, self-love, and a love for life look like. Even when life tried to break her, she chose love. Don't let her slip away. Her strength says a lot about who she is. She's been through tough times, but her heart stays open. Value her because she knows what it means to feel deep pain and to offer deep compassion. She's unique. Her scars tell stories of battles won and strength found in vulnerability. You'll experience a love that's rare and invaluable. Don't take her love lightly. It's a gift she's sharing with you. Respect her journey, honor her battles, and stand by her side through life's ups and downs. If you know someone like this, pass this on to her and drop 100 in the comments. God bless. If you're going to date me, we have to agree to these 7 rules. Number 1 is, we will never go to bed mad or sleep on the couch, because the reality is, we don't even know if we wake up next morning. Number 2, I want at least 1 date night per week, because that's just good for each other's mental health. Number 3, let's not be susceptible. That pollutes a relationship and breaks good communication. So let's just tell each other everything straight, even if it hurts. Number 4, we are not allowed to yell at each other. We can disagree, but not yell. We could easily lose each other from each other's traumas and anger. Number 5, if one of us is going through a harder phase or showing weakness, the other has to step up and be the stronger one in the relationship. Number 6, how about we always agree in public? We can disagree later in private, but not in front of others. Bad people feed themselves off our differences. I don't want that. And finally, number 7, which is probably the most important for me, let's always say, I love you to each other, and especially show it, because I don't want to become simple roommates. Drop 100 if you agree with me. Leave us a like and a follow if you loved the video. God bless.
A lady asked an old street vendor, "How much do you sell your eggs for?" The old man replied, 50 cents an egg, madam. The lady responded, "I'll take 6 eggs for $2, or I'm leaving." The old salesman replied, "Buy them at the price you want, madam. This is a good start for me, because I haven't sold a single egg today, and I need this to live." She bought her eggs at a bargain price and left with the feeling that she had won. Later that day, she went to a fancy restaurant with her friend. She and her friend ordered what they wanted. They ate a little and left a lot of what they had asked for. So they paid the bill, which was $150. The ladies gave $200 and told the fancy restaurant owner to keep the change as a tip. This story might seem quite normal to the owner of the fancy restaurant, but very unfair to the egg seller. The question it raises is, why do we always need to show that we have power when we buy from the needy? And why are we generous to those who don't even need our generosity? We once read somewhere that a father used to buy goods from poor people at a high price, even though he didn't need the thing. Sometimes he paid more for them. His children were amazed. One day they asked him, "Why are you doing this, Dad?" The father replied, "It's charity wrapped in dignity. I know that most of you will not share this message, but if you are one of the people who have taken the time to read this far, then this message of attempted humanization will have gone one step further in the right direction." Side note, every instructor in the library stifled discussions. 5 types of men you should never mess with. Most people ignore number 5 and end up hurt, so make sure to watch. Till then. First, the disciplined man. He's mastered self-control, patience, and focus. You'll never catch him acting impulsively, and that makes him unpredictable. Next, the intelligent man. He plays chess while everyone else is playing checkers. His sharp mind allows him to outthink you before you even realize it. Then there's the man of principles. He stands by his beliefs, no matter the cost. You can't sway him, and challenging him means going up against an unshakable force. The man with nothing to lose, he's the most dangerous. With no fear of consequences, he operates outside the rules, making him truly unpredictable. And finally, the quiet, observant man. He listens more than he speaks, watching, learning. By the time you act, he's already 10 steps ahead. Remember these men. Respect them, their strength, and tread carefully. If you're one of these 5 men, drop 100 in the comments, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you. To my older sibling, my quiet protector, you never needed to say it. It was in the way you handed me your jacket without a word, the way you stood in front of me when I was too afraid to stand on my own. You took the blame when you didn't have to, stayed up late to help me with homework you barely understood yourself, made sure I never felt alone, even when I didn't realize I needed you. You noticed the small things, the way I hesitated before speaking, the way my voice changed when I was holding something back. You always knew. I know there were moments you felt unseen, when the quiet things you did went unnoticed, when the weight you carried seemed invisible to everyone but you. But I saw you in every sacrifice, in every moment you chose me over yourself, in every time you fought for me without ever making me ask. You may never say the words, but I've always known you would fight the world for me, and I do the same for you. So to my older sibling, thank you. Surround yourself with people who see you fully, those who recognize your light, your struggles, and your potential. These are the people who celebrate your wins without jealousy, stand by you during your lows without judgment, and remind you of your worth when you forget it yourself. Life is too short to waste on relationships that drain your energy or make you feel less than you are. Choose to be with those who lift you up, inspire you to grow, and love you for who you are, not for what you can offer. True connections are built on authenticity, trust, and mutual respect. They are the ones who see the real you, even when you try to hide behind masks or doubts. These are the people who walk with you through life's ups and downs, cheer for you when you succeed, and hold your hand when you stumble. So cherish those who see you fully, and don't be afraid to let go of those who don't. You deserve to be surrounded by love, positivity, and people who truly understand you. Sometimes the strongest relationships are the ones that start over. Let me explain. When things fall apart, it's easy to walk away, but restarting takes real courage. It's not about pretending nothing happened. It's about acknowledging the mistakes and deciding to rebuild. Relationships lose their spark when trust fades or when communication stops. But here's the thing. If 2 people are willing to fight for it, anything can be fixed. Starting over means learning to forgive, not just your partner, but yourself too. It's about rekindling the friendship, reigniting the passion, and building a new foundation. You can't go back to the way things were, but you can create something even stronger, something based on lessons learned in mutual respect. Truth is, restarting isn't weakness, it's growth. It's saying, I see your flaws, and I'm still choosing you. It's hard work, but the best things in life always are. So if you're considering a restart, don't let fear stop you. Believe in second chances. And if this hit home, drop 100 and hit that follow. Let's build better connections together. The more you grow up, the more you realize that none of us are easy to be with. We all suffer from something. We're all carrying something. Anxiety, past traumas, insecurities, fears, the journey of becoming. It's messy, it's complicated, it's human. It's not about finding someone without baggage. That person doesn't exist. It's about finding someone who's willing to unpack alongside you. Real love, real friendship, real connection is not about being easy to be with. It's about choosing each other, flaws and all, every single day. It's about creating a safe space where both of you can be unapologetically human. We're all works in progress. We're all a little hard to be with sometimes, and that's okay. We are not unified by perfection. We are unified by our shared imperfections, our shared struggles, and our shared humanity. People can say anything about you, but only you know the truth. It's easy for others to judge, criticize, or make assumptions based on what they see or hear, but they don't know your story, your struggles, your growth. They don't see the quiet moments when you're fighting battles within yourself or celebrating the small wins that nobody else notices. People will talk, and sometimes their words can hurt, but those words don't change who you are or what you've accomplished. You hold the truth in your heart, in your actions, and in your experiences. When others speak about you, remember that their words are just their perspective, not the reality of who you are. The only truth that matters is the one you live every day. So stay true to yourself, trust in your journey, and never let anyone's opinion make you doubt who you really are. Your worth isn't determined by what others say, but by your own understanding of yourself. If you want to destroy me, aim well. Because if you miss me, I won't miss you. I have never hated anyone. I simply excluded from my life those who disappointed me. You talk to me when you want. I respond when I'm bored. I have accepted so many things that I will never accept again. You can leave my life whenever you want, but you won't come back when you want. I haven't changed. I just opened my eyes to certain people. I trusted certain people too quickly. That was the only mistake I made. I have no desire to argue with anyone. I prefer to walk away because I'm just seeking peace. I'm not resentful, but there are people with whom I prefer not to be in contact. I wish them neither good nor bad. They just have to get what they deserve away from me. I am grateful to all those who said no to me, because thanks to them, I did it myself. No one starts at the top. I will work to get there. Life sometimes takes unexpected turns, and I am faced with challenges that catch me off guard. The important thing is to never forget that a challenge is also an opportunity to grow. Someone who really loves you is going to do these 10 things. Number 1, they're always going to want to text, call, or see you. Number 2, you're going to be the first person they miss when they wake up every morning. Number 3, they'll always ask where you're going and with whom, not to control you, but because they care. Number 4, no matter how busy they are, they'll always make time for you. Number 5, they'll surprise you with little gifts, even when it's not a special occasion, just to see you smile. Number 6, they'll pay attention to the little details about you, like your favorite snacks or how you like your coffee. Number 7, they'll support your dreams and push you to be the best version of yourself. Number 8, when you're upset, they'll do everything they can to cheer you up or simply be there to listen. Number 9, they'll be proud to show you off and introduce you to the people they care about. Number 10, they'll stick with you through the highs and the lows. because real love is unconditional. Drop a heart if you know someone who does these things for you.
The best thing I ever decided to do was just be quiet. I have nothing to say. I'm not convincing anybody that I'm a great person, and I'm not trying to fix anything I didn't break. I'm not fighting for anyone to see my worth. Whatever you do is on you. You better hope you don't regret it. In my silence, I found peace. No longer bound by the need to prove myself or to mend what wasn't mine to fix, I discovered a new kind of strength. It's a quiet strength, born from knowing my value doesn't hinge on anyone else's recognition. I've let go of the exhausting pursuit of validation and embraced the serenity that comes with self-acceptance. I could finally see that my worth has always been there, independent of others' opinions. Those who see my value and respect it are welcome in my world. Those who don't can carry on their way, and if they come to regret their choices, that's their journey, not mine.
Surround yourself with people who see you fully, those who recognize your light, your struggles, and your potential. These are the people who celebrate your wins without jealousy, stand by you during your lows without judgment, and remind you of your worth when you forget it yourself. Life is too short to waste on relationships that drain your energy or make you feel less than you are. Choose to be with those who lift you up, inspire you to grow, and love you for who you are, not for what you can offer. True connections are built on authenticity, trust, and mutual respect. They are the ones who see the real you, even when you try to hide behind masks or doubts. These are the people who walk with you through life's ups and downs, cheer for you when you succeed, and hold your hand when you stumble. So cherish those who see you fully, and don't be afraid to let go of those who don't. You deserve to be surrounded by love, positivity, and people who truly understand you.
I never lost feelings for you. I just realized you didn't want me, so I gave up. It wasn't because my heart stopped caring. It was because it hurt too much to keep holding on to something that wasn't mutual. I had to choose myself, even when every part of me wanted to keep choosing you. I still think about you, though, not in the way that makes me sad anymore, but in a way that reminds me of the love I was willing to give. You'll always have a place in my heart, but I've learned that love can't thrive where it isn't welcomed. It took strength to let go, not because I stopped feeling, but because I realized I deserved to be chosen too. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting, it means accepting. I've accepted that we weren't meant to be, and that my love will find its way to someone who values it just as much as I do. For now, I'll hold on to the lessons, not the pain.